Creeping, crawling, painful. Only sounds like a horror flick. Instead, it's a real-life description of the symptoms associated with restless leg syndrome, or RLS. It can happen any time of the day, but it's usually worst when you're trying to sleep.
And you actually start feeling almost anxious when it's time to go to bed because you wonder, am I going to get to sleep tonight? Am I going to toss and turn?
Michelle Kerr is finally getting the relief that she always wanted, but it took a terrible week for her to go after help from her doctor.
For years, I had had a very hard time falling asleep at night, and it just progressively got worse till finally I went to my physician after I probably got 3 hours of sleep for an entire week.
How'd you feel after you went a whole week getting only about 3 hours of sleep?
It was horrible. I felt physically sick, so.
Were you grumpy?
I was probably pretty grumpy.
Initially treated just for insomnia, she eventually confided in Dr. Samater at Columbus Sleep Consultants. There was another symptom.
The last time that I had gone to see him, I said, sometimes I'm wide awake, sometimes I'm just really feel restless. And he said, well, you could have restless leg syndrome. It wasn't specifically my legs, so I never really thought about it being restless leg syndrome.
What is happening is that they cannot keep their legs still. So they have a creepy, crawly sensation, or even sometimes pain, or any discomfort in the legs where they have to move their legs, and sometimes these symptoms can go all the way up to their arms.
There are variable degrees of restless leg syndrome. In many cases, the urges can be extremely intense, and it can be extremely frustrating.
So I would be up and back to bed and up and back to bed several times through the night, and it was very frustrating and would make me angry.
That anger for Michelle gave way to incredible relief.
He started me on a different medication, and it was like a miracle. I would wake up just so awake. I just didn't even know that adults could wake up that wide awake.
Now Michelle says she has the energy she needs to keep up with the granddaughter she loves to chase. And sleep isn't such a battle anymore.
I'm a lot happier. I feel, much more at ease when it's, I have to go to bed. I haven't had one sleepless night since I started the medication.